Alex stood outside the bathroom, his heart racing. He had just come back from class, juggling a stack of books and his backpack, when he accidentally pushed the bathroom door open. Inside was Zarnik, his alien roommate, bathing in a glowing blue liquid that sparkled like stars. For a moment, Alex was frozen, caught between shock and fascination. Zarnik looked up with a warm smile, his 4 eyes twinkling. "Hey, don't worry. It's just a bath," Zarnik said, his voice soothing. "You can come in if you want." Alex's cheeks flushed. He quickly shut the door, his heart pounding in his chest. As he walked away, he couldn't shake the image from his mind. Zarnik wasn't just an alien, he was a friend. But lately, things had felt different. Since Zarnik had moved to Earth for a special project, their friendship had grown. They spent late nights studying together and sharing stories about their worlds. But now, Zarnik was preparing to return to his home planet, and Alex felt a deep sadness creeping in. He had grown close to Zarnik, and the thought of losing him filled him with dread. After the bath incident, Alex sat on his bed, staring at the wall. He missed their late-night talks and the way Zarnik made the ordinary feel extraordinary. But as the days passed, he felt more and more distant. Zarnik was busy with his preparations, and Alex didn't know how to reach out. He picked up his phone and scrolled through their messages. Most of them were filled with jokes and funny memes, but lately there were fewer conversations. He missed the connection they had, the laughter, and the shared moments. Alex wanted to tell Zarnik how much he cared, but he didn't know how to express those feelings. That evening, Alex decided to take a walk around campus to clear his mind. The sun was setting, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. As he walked, he thought about Zarnik. He remembered their first meeting, how he had been nervous about living with an alien. But Zarnik had quickly put him at ease with his easygoing nature and bright smile. Alex stopped by the park, watching students play frisbee and laughing with friends. He felt a pang of loneliness. It was hard to see everyone else so happy, while he felt like a piece of himself was missing. He sat on a bench, wishing he could turn back time to when Zarnik had first arrived. Their friendship had changed him in ways he couldn't explain. Zarnik had shown him the beauty of differences and the strength of connection. Suddenly, Alex had an idea. He pulled out his phone and started typing a message to Zarnik. "Hey, can we talk? I miss you." It felt simple, but it was honest. He hit send and waited, feeling a mix of hope and anxiety. A few minutes later, Zarnik replied, "Of course. Let's meet at our favorite spot." Alex felt his heart lift. They had spent many evenings together at the little cafe near campus, sipping drinks and sharing stories. He quickly made his way there, excitement bubbling inside him. When he arrived, Zarnik was already there, sitting at a table and looking up at the stars. The cafe was cozy, filled with the scent of coffee and pastries. As Alex approached, Zarnik smiled widely. "Hey, Alex. I'm glad you came," he said, his voice warm and inviting. "Thanks for meeting me." Alex replied, feeling a wave of relief. They ordered drinks and settled into their usual banter, but Alex could sense that something deeper needed to be discussed. As they sipped their drinks, Alex took a deep breath. "Zarnik, I've been feeling kind of distant lately. I know you're busy with your project and preparing to go home, but I miss our talks." "I miss you." Zarnik looked thoughtful, his eyes shimmering. "I've felt it too. It's hard knowing I'm leaving soon. I've loved my time here with you, Alex. You've become my closest friend on this planet." "I don't want to lose that," Alex admitted, his voice trembling slightly. "I want to stay connected, even when you're back home." Zarnik smiled softly. "We can find a way. Just because I'm far away doesn't mean we can't talk. I'll send you updates about my planet and everything I learn. And I want to know about your life here, too." Alex felt a spark of hope ignite within him. That sounds great. We can video chat and share our experiences. It'll be like we're still together, even if we're miles apart. Exactly. Zarnak replied enthusiastically. And I can teach you more about my culture. There's so much I want to share with you. As they continued to talk, the feeling of distance began to fade. They laughed, reminisced about their favorite moments, and made plans for the future. The warmth of their friendship enveloped them, reminding Alex that true connections could withstand any challenge. After their conversation, Alex felt lighter. As they left the cafe, Zarnak turned to him, his eyes sparkling. Thank you for reaching out, Alex. You've changed my time here for the better. Alex smiled back, feeling a rush of gratitude. And you've changed my life too. I'm really going to miss you. Zarnak nodded, and for a moment they stood in silence, letting the weight of their emotions settle around them. Then, with a grin, Zarnak added, I'll be back. And next time, I'll make sure to give you a proper tour of my planet. Alex laughed, feeling a warmth in his heart. I'd love that. Just promise me you'll keep in touch. Always, Zarnak replied. No matter the distance. As they parted ways, Alex felt a sense of hope blooming within him. While the future was uncertain, he knew their friendship would endure. No matter how far Zarnak traveled, the bond they had created would remain strong. Walking back to his dorm, Alex smiled to himself. Sometimes it took a little courage to reconnect, but it was worth it. He had learned that even when life changed, true friendships could bridge any gap, and he was ready to embrace whatever came next. After their heartfelt conversation at the cafe, Alex returned to his dorm room feeling lighter. The tension that had built up over the past few weeks started to fade. Zarnak had promised to keep in touch, and Alex felt a renewed sense of hope. Still, the reality of Zarnak's impending departure loomed over him like a dark cloud dot as the days passed. Zarnak became busier with preparations to return to his home planet. There were late-night meetings, packing, and finalizing his research. Alex admired Zarnak's dedication, but he couldn't help but feel a growing distance again. Their late-night study sessions had dwindled to a few hurried conversations between busy schedules. One evening, Alex sat on his bed, staring at his phone. He had received several messages from Zarnak over the past few days, but they were mostly about his project and the exciting things happening back home. Alex felt a pang of sadness. He missed the personal touch in their conversations. He wanted to hear about Zarnak's feelings, his worries, and his hopes, not just facts about his research. Feeling restless, Alex decided to take a walk around the campus. The sun was setting, casting a golden glow over everything. As he walked, he reflected on his friendship with Zarnak. He remembered the laughter they shared, the stories they exchanged, and the way Zarnak had opened his eyes to the beauty of the universe. Alex realized he needed to take action if he wanted to reconnect Dot with a determined heart. He returned to his dorm and opened his laptop. He began typing a message to Zarnak, pouring out his feelings. Hey, I know you're busy, but I miss talking to you about our lives, not just your project. Can we have a real conversation soon? He hesitated, wondering if he was being too forward. But he hit send anyway, feeling a mix of anxiety and hope. The next morning, Alex woke up to a message from Zarnak. I'm free tonight. Let's meet at the observatory. I have something special to share. Alex's heart raced with excitement. The observatory was their favorite spot, a place where they had spent countless nights gazing at the stars and dreaming about the future. He quickly replied, I'll be there. That evening, Alex arrived at the observatory, the cool night air filled with anticipation. The stars twinkled above, and he could see the outline of Zarnak waiting for him. As Alex approached, he noticed that Zarnak was holding something shiny in his hand. Alex! I'm so glad you came, Zarnak said, his face lighting up. I wanted to show you this. He opened his hand to reveal a small, glowing crystal, similar to the one he had gifted Alex before. What is it? Alex asked, intrigued. This is a star crystal from my home planet, Zarnak explained. It represents hope and connection. I wanted you to have it as a reminder that no matter how far apart we are, our friendship will always shine bright. Alex felt a surge of emotion. Thank you, Zarnak. It's beautiful. I'll treasure it. They walked to the edge of the observatory, looking up at the stars. The night sky was breathtaking, filled with countless points of light. You know, Zarnak said, every star you see is like a friend. Some are far away, but they're still there, shining for you. Alex nodded, feeling inspired. I want to be that star for you, Zarnak. Even if you're on the other side of the galaxy, I want to stay connected. Zarnak smiled, his eyes reflecting the stars. We will. I promise to share everything with you. I'll send you updates and stories about my planet. And we can always video chat. As they talked, Alex felt the distance between them shrink. They shared their dreams, fears, and hopes for the future. Zarnak spoke about his plans to help his planet recover from its environmental crisis, and Alex shared his aspirations to make a difference in his own community. They discovered that their goals, though different, were tied together by a common thread of hope. I believe in you, Zarnak. Eh? After Zarnak left, Alex felt a mix of sadness and hope. The star crystal rested in his hand, glowing softly like a tiny star. It reminded him of the bond they shared, even from across the galaxy. But as the days turned into weeks, that comforting. Light began to dim. Alex missed Zarnak more than he had expected. He missed their late-night study sessions, their laughter, and the way Zarnak made everything feel extraordinary. The first week without Zarnak was the hardest. Alex found himself wandering around campus, feeling lost. He would sit at their favorite, Kaf, staring at the empty seat across from him, wishing Zarnak was there to share a drink and talk about their days. He tried to stay busy with classes and assignments, but the empty space in his heart was hard to ignore. One evening, as Alex lay on his bed, staring at the ceiling, he realized he needed to do something. He didn't want to wait passively for Zarnak to reach out. He wanted to reconnect on his own terms, to show his friend that their bond mattered. With determination, he sat up and grabbed his phone. Alex remembered Zarnak's promise to stay in touch. He opened their chat and typed, Hey Zarnak, I hope you're settling in well. I've been thinking about you and wanted to catch up. Can we schedule a video chat soon? He hit send and felt a rush of excitement mixed with anxiety. The next day, he received a reply. Hi, Alex. I would love to chat. How about tomorrow night at 7? Alex's heart soared. Sounds great. I can't wait. He typed back, feeling hopeful. As the day passed, Alex prepared for the video call. He tidied his room, making sure it looked nice. He even brewed a cup of tea, hoping to recreate the cozy atmosphere they used to enjoy together. When the clock struck 7, he settled into his chair, heart racing with anticipation. A screen lit up, and there was Zarnak, looking bright and happy. His 4 eyes sparkled, and he waved excitedly. Alex! It's so good to see you. Zarnak, you too. Alex replied, grinning from ear to ear. Seeing his friend brought a wave of warmth that washed over him. How is everything going on Earth? Zarnak asked, his voice filled with curiosity. It's been a bit lonely without you, Alex admitted. Classes are okay, but I miss our talks and all the fun we had together. Zarnak nodded, understanding in his eyes. I miss you too. Things are going well here, but it feels different without you by my side. My planet is beautiful, but it's not the same without our friendship. They talked for hours, sharing stories about their lives. Zarnak described the vibrant landscapes of his home planet, with its floating mountains and glowing rivers. Alex shared updates about his classes, friends, and the little things that made him smile. As the conversation flowed, Alex felt the distance between them shrink. Their connection was still strong, and the laughter they shared reminded him of how special their friendship was. "Do you remember that time we tried to cook together?" Zarnak asked, chuckling. "You almost burned the kitchen down." Alex laughed, recalling the chaotic evening. "How could I forget? I think we ended up ordering pizza instead." They both burst into laughter, and for a moment, it felt like no time had passed at all. As the call continued, Alex felt a sense of hope growing within him. "Zarnak, I want to do more than just chat. I want to help you with your project back home. I know you're working on solutions for your planet's problems, and I'd love to contribute in any way I can." Zarnak's eyes widened with excitement. "That would be amazing. There's so much we can do together, even from a distance. I'll share my research with you, and we can brainstorm ideas." "Absolutely," Alex replied, feeling energized by the thought. "We can combine our knowledge. I can research sustainable practices here while you work on your end." Their conversation shifted to plans for working together. They discussed ideas for using Earth's technology and Zarnak's advanced methods. A project became a shared dream, something that brought them closer, despite the physical distance. As the evening wore on, Zarnak looked serious. "Alex, thank you for being such a good friend. I know it's hard for both of us, but I believe we can make a difference. Together, our friendship can inspire others." Alex felt a swell of pride. "I believe that too, Zarnak. We can show everyone that distance doesn't matter when it comes to friendship. If we work hard, we can create something amazing." After their call, Alex felt a renewed sense of purpose. He spent the next few days researching sustainable practices, exploring ways to help Zarnak and his home planet. He felt energized by the idea that their friendship could lead to something impactful. One afternoon, while sitting in the library, Alex noticed a flyer about an environmental club on campus. They were looking for new members to help with local sustainability projects. An idea sparked in his mind. This could be a way to connect with others who cared about the same issues Zarnak was passionate about. That evening, Alex attended the club meeting. He introduced himself and shared Zarnak's story, explaining how their friendship had inspired him to take action. The members were intrigued and eager to collaborate on projects that could make a difference in their community. Alex felt a sense of belonging as he connected with like-minded individuals. Over the next few weeks, Alex threw himself into the club's activities. He organized events, led discussions about sustainable practices, and even started a campaign to reduce plastic waste on campus. Each time he shared Zarnak's story, he felt closer to his friend, as if their bond was woven into every project. Meanwhile, Zarnak sent regular updates about his research and the exciting developments on his planet. He shared photos of his work, and Alex responded with his own progress. They became a team, united by their shared goal to create positive change. One evening, while working on a project, Alex received a video call from Zarnak. "Alex, I have exciting news," Zarnak said, his eyes gleaming with enthusiasm. "What is it?" Alex asked, leaning closer to the screen. "I presented our ideas to my community, and they loved them. They want to implement some of the solutions we discussed. This is a big step for us." Alex's heart soared. "That's incredible, Zarnak. I knew we could make a difference." As they celebrated together, Alex felt a surge of hope. Their friendship had not only survived the distance, but had grown stronger. They had transformed their longing into action, using their connection to inspire change. As the months passed, Alex realized that although Zarnak was far away, their bond was unbreakable. The star crystal on his desk continued to glow, a constant reminder of their friendship. And every time he looked at it, he felt a sense of purpose and hope that, no matter where life took them, Alex knew they would always find a way to reconnect. Together, they would shine brightly, just like the stars that had once brought them together. Asterisk, as time passed, Alex felt a mixture of sadness and determination. His friendship with Zarnak had flourished despite the distance, and they were making real progress with their project. Yet there were moments when the distance felt overwhelming. Sometimes, when he saw a beautiful sunset or a new environment, project at school, he wished Zarnak were there to share it with him. One evening, after a long day at the environmental club, Alex sat on his bed, staring at his laptop. He had just finished a presentation about sustainable practices, and although it had gone well, he felt a sense of emptiness. He missed the excitement Zarnak brought into his life. He missed their late-night talks filled with laughter, ideas, and dreams. Suddenly, he remembered the star crystal Zarnak had given him. It was sitting on his desk, glowing softly in the dim light. Alex picked it up and held it close. The crystal reminded him of the bond they shared, and he felt inspired. He needed to find a way to reconnect with Zarnak on a deeper level, to remind both of them how special their friendship was. That night, Alex decided to plan something special. He wanted to create a virtual event where they could celebrate their friendship and the work they had accomplished together. He opened his laptop and began to brainstorm ideas. He wanted it to be a fun, interactive experience that would allow them to share their lives and dreams once again. After a few hours of planning, Alex had a solid idea. He would host a friendship celebration via video chat. He could invite some friends from the environmental club to join, and they could all share their projects and ideas. It would be a way to include Zarnak in his new life, showing him how much he valued their connection. The next day, Alex sent Zarnak a message. "Hey, how about we have a friendship celebration? I want to celebrate what we've done together and share our projects with each other. I'll invite some friends, too. What do you think?" Zarnak replied almost immediately. "That sounds amazing. I'd love to be part of it. I can share what I've been working on here, too." Excited, Alex spent the next few days organizing the event. He reached out to his friends in the environmental club, and they were all enthusiastic about joining. Everyone agreed to prepare a short presentation about their projects and ideas for sustainability. Finally, the day of the friendship celebration arrived. Alex set up his room, making it feel festive. He hung some decorations and even made a special banner that read, "Celebrating Friendship Across the Stars." He brewed some tea, just like they used to do, and prepared his laptop for the video call. When the clock struck 7 p.m., Alex took a deep breath and logged. After the friendship celebration, Alex felt a renewed sense of energy. The joy of connecting with Zarnak and his friends had filled him with hope. Yet, there was still a part of him that felt the weight of distance. Even though they were sharing their lives through video calls, Alex missed the physical presence of his friend. He longed for the moments when they could laugh together in person, share snacks, and explore the world side by side. As weeks went by, Alex stayed busy with his projects and the environmental club. He worked hard to implement new ideas and organize events, but in quiet moments, he found himself missing Zarnak more than ever. Every time he looked at the star crystal, it reminded him of their connection, but it also highlighted the emptiness of being apart. One Friday evening, after a long week of studying and club meetings, Alex sat on his bed, feeling particularly lonely. He scrolled through his phone, looking at pictures from their time together. There were photos of them studying, laughing, and even the chaotic cooking night that had ended with takeout pizza. Each image brought a smile to his face, but also a pang of sadness. He wanted to create new memories with Zarnak, but how could he do that from so far away? Suddenly, An idea sparked in his mind. What if he could surprise Zarnak? He could plan a special visit to his home planet. Alex knew it wouldn't be easy, but the thought of exploring Zarnak's world filled him with excitement. He quickly grabbed his laptop and began researching everything he could about interstellar travel, alien cultures, and what it might be like to visit Zarnak's planet. After hours of searching, Alex discovered that there were ways to visit other planets through special programs designed for cultural exchange. He learned that Zarnak's planet had openings for visitors, particularly those who wanted to learn about their environmental efforts. Alex's heart raced as he read through the details. This was his chance. The next step was to prepare his application. Alex spent the entire weekend gathering documents, writing essays about his passion for the environment, and explaining why he wanted to visit Zarnak's home. He poured his heart into every word, hoping to convey how important this opportunity was to him. It wasn't just about visiting a new world. It was about reconnecting with his friend and supporting his mission. Once the application was submitted, Alex felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. He knew he had taken a big step, but now he had to wait for a response. During the waiting period, he kept in touch with Zarnak, sharing updates about his life and the environmental club. They continued to brainstorm ideas together, but Alex was careful not to mention his plans just yet. He wanted it to be a surprise. Days turned into weeks, and Alex found it hard to focus on anything else. He often found himself daydreaming about Zarnak's planet, the glowing rivers, the floating mountains, and the unique creatures that inhabited it. He imagined what it would be like to walk alongside Zarnak, experiencing everything together, just like old times. Finally, the day arrived when Alex received an email about his application. He opened it with trembling hands, heart pounding. "Congratulations," it read. "Your application to visit Zarnak's planet has been accepted." A rush of joy flooded through him. This was it. He could finally see Zarnak again. With a huge smile on his face, Alex immediately called Zarnak. "Hey, can we video chat? I have something important to tell you." "Of course. I'm excited," Zarnak replied, his voice full of enthusiasm. When they connected, Zarnak's face lit up the moment he saw Alex. "What's going on? You look very happy. I have some incredible news," Alex said, barely able to contain his excitement. "I got accepted to visit your planet. I'm coming to see you." Zarnak's eyes widened, and he gasped. "Really? That's amazing." "I can't believe it." He jumped up, his excitement contagious. "This is going to be so much fun. I can show you everything." Alex laughed, feeling his heart swell with joy. "I can't wait. I've dreamed about this moment, and now it's really happening." They spent the rest of the call discussing all the things Alex wanted to see and do. Zarnak shared details about his home and promised to introduce Alex to his family and friends. The thought of exploring a new world with Zarnak filled Alex with hope. It felt like a dream come true. As the days passed, Alex prepared for his journey. He packed carefully, bringing gifts for Zarnak's family and items that represented Earth. He wanted to show them how much he appreciated their friendship. Finally, the day of departure arrived. Alex felt a mix of excitement and nerves as he boarded the spacecraft. The journey through space was surreal. He gazed out of the window, marveling at the stars and planets passing by. It felt like a scene from a movie. He imagined how Zarnak must feel every time he traveled to Earth. After what seemed like hours, the spacecraft finally landed on Zarnak's planet. As the doors opened, Alex stepped out, and the sights and sounds took his breath away. The sky was a stunning shade of purple, and the air was filled with the scent of exotic flowers. In the distance, he could see the floating mountains Zarnak had described. Suddenly, Zarnak appeared, running toward him with open arms. "Alex, you made it!" He pulled Alex into a tight hug, and Alex felt a rush of warmth and happiness. "I'm here. It's beautiful," Alex exclaimed, looking around in awe. Together, they explored the vibrant landscapes, visited Zarnak's family, and even participated in community projects focused on sustainability. Each day was filled with laughter, adventure, and the joy of being together again. Alex felt like he was living in a dream, and he cherished every moment. One evening, as they sat by a glowing river, Zarnak turned to Alex. "I can't believe you're really here. You took a big step to come and support my planet." Alex smiled, feeling grateful. "I wanted to show you how much our friendship means to me. And together, I know we can make a difference." Zarnak nodded, his expression serious. "Our friendship has always inspired me. You remind me that distance doesn't matter when you have a true connection." As they watched the stars twinkling above, Alex felt a sense of peace. He had taken a leap of faith, and it had led him to this moment, reconnecting with his friend, and supporting a cause they both believed in. Their journey together had just begun, and Alex knew that no matter where life took them, they would always find a way to shine brightly, like the stars in the sky. Asterisk, after spending a wonderful week. On Zarnak's planet, Alex felt more connected than ever to his friend. They had explored breathtaking landscapes, shared meals with Zarnak's family, and worked together on environmental projects. Each day was filled with laughter and learning, and Alex knew that this experience would stay with him forever. One afternoon, while strolling along the glowing river, Alex and Zarnak took a moment to sit on a grassy bank. The sky shimmered with colors Alex had never seen before, deep purples and vibrant blues that seemed to dance with the light of the twin suns. As they watched the water flow, Zarnak turned to Alex, a serious look on his face. "Alex, I am so grateful you came here. This means a lot to me and my family. We've been working hard to save our planet, and your support has inspired us," Zarnak said, his voice sincere. Alex smiled back, feeling a warmth in his heart. "I'm happy to be here, Zarnak. Seeing your world and the challenges you face has opened my eyes. I want to help in any way I can." Zarnak nodded, his 4 eyes sparkling with excitement. "Together, we can make a real difference. I want to show you our plans for a new project that can help the environment. It's something I've been thinking about for a long time." "Absolutely. What is it?" Alex asked, leaning in with curiosity. Zarnak explained his idea about creating a network of floating gardens to purify the water in their rivers. It would involve planting special plants that could clean the water while providing food for their community. Alex was fascinated by the concept. It was innovative and could have a huge impact. "Let's do it," Alex exclaimed, feeling a surge of enthusiasm. "We can work together to make this happen. I can help you gather materials and organize the community." The two friends spent the next few days gathering resources and talking to the locals about the project. Zarnak's community was excited about the idea and eager to help. They organized meetings and workshops where Alex shared his knowledge about sustainable practices learned from his environmental club back on Earth. As they worked side by side, Alex felt a sense of purpose. He saw how their friendship was not just about personal connection, but also about making a positive impact on the world. Zarnak's passion fueled Alex's own desire to create change, and together they inspired others to join their cause. One evening, as they were preparing materials for the floating gardens, Zarnak paused and looked at Alex. "You know, before you came here, I felt so alone in my mission. I worried that no one would understand the importance of protecting our planet. But now, with you by my side, I feel hopeful." Alex smiled, touched by Zarnak's words. "I felt the same way back on Earth. I often thought about how to make a difference, but it wasn't until we connected that I truly found my path. Your friendship has shown me that we can achieve so much more together." That night, they sat by the river, reflecting on their journey. The stars above twinkled brightly, and the air was filled with the soft sounds of nature. Alex felt a deep sense